Good evening, guys. Bill McMillan here with you on NDWX.com. The first of two cold fronts is swinging through central Indiana as we record this just before 7 o'clock. A stronger cold front that will certainly leave a mark on the area will be passing through here about this time tomorrow evening. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. That said, just enough lingering moisture on area roadways is combining with temperatures that are turning cold enough now to create a few slick spots out there across central Indiana. If you're out and about this evening traveling or tonight, allow yourself some extra time to reach your destination. Certainly turning slick out there in spots, especially north and northwest of the city. We're taking a look here, guys, to start off the video by looking at the accumulated snowfall percent of mean over the past roughly 30 days or so, specifically December 29th through January 27th. And after a lackluster start to the season, we've really made up for lost time here across the central portion of the Ohio Valley and the Midwest over the past month or so. And there are growing indications that after this moderation period that will arrive over the weekend and into next week, that around the second week or so of February, on through the rest of the month and into the very early stages of March, that we really may be looking at a stormier version of kind of what we're in right now with the second half, if you will, of this cold pattern that I think will reemerge during that time frame. So certainly winter is far from over, and I think we're in a pretty good position to finish the year from a snowfall perspective, at least close to average, if not a little bit above average, here across central portions of Indiana. Snow won't be a big deal with this particular storm system or the cold frontal passage tomorrow either, but just enough moisture will be around with the colder air to create some light snow showers this evening and tonight. The bigger story may be some localized but yet intense snow squalls and snow bursts that will accompany the Arctic front that moves through here Tuesday late afternoon into Tuesday evening. If you find yourself under one of those, you'll certainly notice a quick coating of snow and potentially some slick roadways as well. But then our attention just turns to the dangerously cold conditions that arrive tomorrow night and last through the day Wednesday and on into early Thursday as well. Wind chill values, I think, fall below zero as we go into the overnight period and really should remain there for the next couple of days. The dangerously cold conditions, or those wind chill values in excess of 25 below zero, 25 to 40 degrees below zero can be expected from a wind chill perspective across central Indiana. That will move in here late tomorrow night through most of Wednesday. And we notice that data continues to suggest near 50 degrees below zero from a wind chill component across northern Indiana. Dangerously cold conditions no matter how you slice it. And if we look at forecast temperatures here off the high-res NAM as well, notice how that the cold builds in tonight. We're not going to be moving much on Tuesday from a high-temperature standpoint, probably mid to upper teens, and then the bottom really begins to drop out tomorrow night and into Wednesday morning. Most of central Indiana likely starts the day in the double-digit below zero range, especially from Indian Points north on Wednesday, just from a real temperature. Wind chill values, as we just discussed, much colder than that. And then a large portion of the state, or the northern half of the state, will struggle to make it to the zero mark for a high on Wednesday afternoon. So dangerously cold conditions, no matter how you slice it. Looking at the opportunity for the next chance of accumulating snow, some light snow, maybe an inch or two in spots, arrives with the weak clipper system Thursday evening into very early Friday. We'll keep a very close eye on that. That kind of comes at the tail end of the cold, and then we begin to shift towards milder conditions over the upcoming Super Bowl weekend. Southwesterly flow returns over that cold ground. We'll certainly notice more in the way of low clouds, fog, drizzle that will develop Saturday afternoon, giving way towards more of a steadier rain for the second half of the weekend and into early stages of next week. Thereafter, again, as mentioned earlier, and we'll have a more extensive post later, the pattern looks to kind of go back towards one of those colder than normal and wintry type regimes around the second week or so of February. Guys, in the meantime, make it a great night. If you haven't already finished preparing for the upcoming dangerously cold conditions, do so, and we'll talk with you soon here on NDWX.com.